They wanna know who's that girl. Yeah, come on. Come on.
I want to know what my panelists think the word woman means.
We got awfully silent on that.
Okay, so when it comes to being a woman, I believe a woman is one who is obviously physically full grown, both physically and mentally. At that point in her life, she is well aware of what it is she wants out of life. She's kind of found her purpose. It's not fully found it, but she has an idea of what her purpose is in life. Once you find your purpose in life, you kind of know what decisions you're supposed to make. Whereas when you're a girl, you kind of flip-flop. You flip-flop between emotion, you flip-flop between what everybody else is doing, you flip-flop between what society tells you to do. When you become a woman, you are fully your own. And when you are your own, you're fully capable of making decisions that benefit you. So I think that, for me personally, that's the difference between a girl and a woman.
But when it comes to relationships, I think a woman is a person who is not afraid to use what she has learned from her mistakes. A woman is not afraid to live that truth and learn from those mistakes she's made in her past and use those to move forward for a positive relationship. I think a girl runs from the fear of that mistake happening again. I think a girl doesn't want to dive into the seriousness of the relationship because she's been burnt before. But I believe a woman realizes the blessing from having a man that supports her and will fight that battle through and through to reach love again.
What about the woman who, because she's been through so much, she's now broken? And she's given little pieces of herself here and there. She's spread herself so thin that now she's at relationship number, say, 4 or 5. And she wants to give a 100%, and she wants to be as effective as possible in applying all those lessons that you spoke of. However, she's approaching it with optimism, because in her mind, great, I've got all these life lessons that I've gathered along the way on the journey, but what about the other aspect of her that still has to deal with the fact that she has rendered so much of her virtue, so much of her strength, so much of her courage along the way, to where it's like, okay, what else does she really have to bring if she doesn't take the time to restore?
To respond to that, I think time is most important, and I think after every relationship or every experience that you have with different people and different energies that you allow around you, you need to have a process of healing, right? So if you're not fully healed from something, and whatever that time may be, it could be a month, it could be a year and a half, it could be 3 years, whatever that may be, whenever you are truly healed, I do think you'll be able to move on. And it kind of sounds like you're loving with limits, right? I think ideally is, you go in with love with no limits, right? You love blind, but we have this thing called fear. The fear is we don't want to be heartbroken again. We don't want to have those same experiences over and over again. But I do think that it is possible. I just feel like, I think as women, we go back into very similar or familiar situations because we want that companionship. We want that partner. We don't want to be alone. We don't want to feel lonely. And we haven't allowed ourselves to properly heal. And healing is the process of getting to know you while you're hurt. While you're hurt, not when you're happy. You know what I mean? So I just think it sounds like whatever the situation is, maybe the process of healing wasn't full grown.
It is the man's role as a leader to turn you or help you groom into a wife and to that husband. And I think that the fact that you're saying that they're lacking qualities as a wife, like commitment and loyalty and things of that nature, I think it's because they don't have a leader in their life. So it doesn't have to be there. It's not required.
Rewind.
If it's not a requirement, why bring it? So if she's getting away with it,